Hello, everybody. How are you doing? This is the Affiliate Party Podcast. We are coming to you live from Charlotte, North Carolina today, August 19th, 2020. It's me, Tony Rosano. Today, we're going to talk about sounding very confident, even though you're in the beginning stages of your affiliate marketing business. Now, if you ever went back and listened to the first episode of this podcast, you will listen to a not too confident gentleman talking to you about affiliate marketing. But now I've had 35 episodes, or how many episodes it's been, it doesn't matter. But the confidence level is on the uprise. I sound a little more assured of myself, So how do you get to that level? Because one thing about it, when you're doing anything as far as marketing, credibility, you want to be believable. You have to be believable. You want people to believe in you. So even though you're new, even though you say if you're right, if you have a podcast, you have a video, say if you do YouTube videos, you want to just look confident on the camera. You don't want to fidget around too much. You don't want to, because humming and hawing. You can't really do that. You just have to talk and talk. Now, what helps is just start recording the videos, start doing the videos, keep doing them. In the first couple, you might even do. I did a video once. I spent 3 hours just doing a video, just recording the video. The more I did the video, the more relaxed I got, the more confidence I got with myself. It got easier. It's practice, everybody. You just have to practice. I mean, it's not going to be perfection at first because you don't think you know everything. But one thing that you can do when you first get started, you might not know everything you need to know about affiliate marketing. Of course, we're never going to know everything we need to know about affiliate marketing, but you have to get started. So you can always tie into anything that you have learned in your life, however old you are. You can take all the wisdom that you have gotten from jobs, other jobs, life, relationships, anything you want to pull out of your tool bag. You can pull it out and you can apply it to marketing. You can apply it to business. Trust me. Believe you me, every week when I write down ideas for stories, podcasts, videos I think about, I want to shoot, I always figure anything I can think about that happened to me in the past, anything that's work related, relationship might have happened, you can always tie it back into a business. So that will help your confidence out, because if you're talking about things that you experienced already, it will help you more than just trying to say, so affiliate marketing is blah 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 blah. You might not know everything about affiliate marketing, but if you can tie what you want to talk about into your life, your story, then it will definitely help you out. It will help you build up your confidence. And then when you get more knowledge about affiliate marketing, you can always give more of the knowledge side of the affiliate marketing instead of just telling the story. But of course, as we all know, you have to be entertaining. You want to be entertaining, listen. Are you going to be Richard Pryor? Are you going to be George Carlin? Maybe not. But at the end of the day, if you tell a couple stories, make people laugh, sound confident, be confident in yourself, it helps. It will help you in the long run. It will help your business out. Because one thing people don't want to hear from a flip-flopper, It's sort of like when George Bush went against John Kerry in the election in 2004. John Kerry, he seemed pretty presidential, but the one thing that George Bush and his group attacked him on was being a flip-flopper. And it made John Kerry seem not so confident in himself, not so confident in what he believes in and everything. So they would just attack. And they would say, well, 2 years ago he said this, 2 years ago he said that, and now he's saying this, and now he's saying that. And George Bush was steadfast in his belief. So George Bush basically won a damn presidential election on being what? Confident. So I'm not saying you don't need to know the ins and outs. You don't need to know IP addresses. You might not know how to you know, track sticky cookies, anything like that. But you have to have the confidence. You have to have confidence. You can just tell your story and you can tie it into all that stuff. You might learn one piece of terminology in the morning before you do your podcast. Then you can figure out how you want to tell a story, the story might relate to you, tie it in to what you learn, and then you can tell people. Because one thing about it is if you start now, you're always gonna know something more than the person that got started 3 days from now, or you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's how it is. So it's just like me. I started doing this podcast. I've got 30 something podcasts under my belt now. So if somebody else wanted to start a podcast and they was like, hey, you know anything about podcasts? I would say, shit, but of course, because what? I am a podcaster. I have a audience. You know what I mean? This podcast is growing. So, and the more it grows, the more confidence I get, the more, I'll sound even more and more confident, Of course, you don't want to be cocky, you just want to be confident. You just have to believe in yourself, basically. Confidence, whatever. You just want to believe. You just want to present yourself as believable. You want to be believable. First off, be believable. You want to be believable. You want people to be like, all right, I can listen to this guy. I believe in this guy. This guy knows what he's talking about, Even if you're wrong, you just come back. You can say, hey, I was wrong about this. I was wrong about that. You're not, hell, who's going to be 100% right? You know what I mean? Still things I'm learning every day about affiliate marketing, things I'm learning about podcasts, this, that, and the other, just last night I thought to myself, I was like, ooh, I know how to do different segments now. I can put 2 segments together in a podcast instead of the 1 segment. So these podcasts just might start getting longer because I might start doing 2 segments. So that's something I learned. I have the confidence now that I know what I'm talking about, and I can talk. So, there you go. So take it from me. Be confident. Say what you say. Mean what you say. And go for it. And you can be a little entertaining. Take your life, things that you learn in life from anybody. I mean anybody. I've written down quite a few things that I learned from my former friends that I used to hang out with, to teachers I met, to anybody walking in life. I've written it down. I'm still writing it down. And then I can weave them into different stories. I can weave them into emails. You can weave them into these podcasts, weave them into videos that I start shooting in the future. So basically, the gist of it all is you don't need to know everything. And this is about anything you do when it comes to affiliate marketing. You don't need to know. Don't wait until you have 100% of the knowledge. Learn a little bit, go. Learn some more, keep going. Learn some more, keep going. Learn some more, keep going. Then your confidence will grow, you'll get better, and things that start getting relaxed. Now, I sit here, I move my hand. Well, you can't see me, but I move my hands, I talk. I'm just staring out the window right now. I'm just talking. I don't know how long it's been. I don't care. I'm just like, hey, it's going pretty good. It sounds great. Then I'm just going to keep going, I'm down to, sometimes I start off and I'm like, all right, I get a minute in. I'm like, okay. I check the sound or whatever. And then I don't have to, it's after that, I delete and then I record and boom, that's it. So I'm more confident in myself. So that's that, right? I mean, you might start off like Bambi, you might be shaky, ooh, but hey, trust me, those sea legs, they'll grow, baby. And you'll be out here. You'll be doing videos. And if you ever do a video, put me in your video. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh man, I gotta get those videos. It's not the videos I need to get down pat. It's the recording of the videos. My recording skills are crap. I need to take a class about that. Oh yeah, I saw a guy on YouTube. He had a some kind of thing. He said you can take these courses. I'm gonna have to check that out, and then I'll tell you more about it in the following when I start doing it. I've learned a lesson, boys and girls. I don't want to tell anything anybody about anything until I actually do it myself, and then I'll say, hey, this sounds good, because a couple months ago your boy got burnt. I thought this program was good. The guy told me about it. I signed up. Within the first 3 or 4 days, I realized this is shit, and I'm getting out of this situation. All right, cost me $100. Cost me $100 down the drain. I wasn't upset about the money, just upset about me wasting my time. So I learned my lesson. Now you don't have to be everything you might be an affiliate for. You might not have to actually buy the product, but do some real research on the product. Don't take the word from a joker. Don't be like me. I took the word of a joker. $100 I had flushed down the drain, and I was pretty pissed off. But I wasn't pissed off at him. I was pissed off at myself because I should have did more research. But anyway, confidence, everybody. Believability. Believe in yourself. First, say you shoot videos, say you do podcasts, say you write a blog. The first few videos, first few podcasts, don't worry about making money. Don't worry about making the $1 million. Just do it. Just start doing it. Build up some confidence. And then eventually people will find you. Don't worry about it. You'll learn more about marketing. I mean, hey, listen to me. My marketing, it's pretty good. It's getting better. Soon, it'll be great. All right? And I know it. I know it. You know it. Because, hey, I mean, you can only go up, boys and girls, all right? You can only go up. Practice. Practice doesn't make perfect, because no such thing as being perfect. But practice. You'll get good, then you'll become great. And then when you're great, you'll take off. So, there you go. Confidence, everybody. All right? That's it. That's it for now. All right? Tony Rizzano. The Affiliate Party Podcast. And we will talk to you later. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano, and this is the Affiliate Party Podcast. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get a producer for this podcast, for this excellent podcast, because I'll give you a little behind the curtain. I was recording the podcast, and I was trying to look up some information for you great folks out there in podcast land. And I'm just talking, and I'm looking, and I'm about to find it. And then what happens? Of course, my lovely mother decides to call. And then, of course, as I said last week, and I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, I turned off the airplane mode to look for the information for you, just for you. And then, of course, my mother calls 2 minutes into me looking up the information. So thank you, Mom, for that. So now we're doing this podcast. Boom. But anyway, today we're going to talk about open email rates, and we're going to talk about Steve Martin. Now, open email rates. When you first get started online, people will try to tell you the open email rates are important. Open email rates are not important. Clicking on links, buying the products that you're an affiliate for, buying your products or whatever you're selling, that's the most important thing. If you have 100 people on your email list, 5 people open the email and 5 people buy, win a chicken dinner, that's enough. I mean, 5 people bought. I mean, that's all you're looking for. You're looking for people to buy. If 100 people open up the email list and nobody buys, who cares? You know what I mean? Of course, they read the email. That's great. But we are a for-profit organization. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, we're here to help people. Don't get me wrong, but we are Here, we are running a business. We are here to make money, okay? We all know this, okay? So, and I bring this up because I heard my lovely wife the other day. She was on the phone talking to somebody. She was telling them how she has 10,000 people on an email list. And I looked at her and I said, I need to borrow about 9,000 of them, folks. But she was telling them her open rate is only 2%. 2% of 10,000 is 200. That's a lot of people that open up the email. And then she said, well, we don't really do a lot of email because they don't open up the email. And I thought, she's kind of wild right now. And I thought, she shouldn't be worried about the open rate. She should be worried about all people clicking on the link. But I didn't have time to tell her that because my brother and sister-in-law, they were in town. So we weren't able to talk shop about this faux pas that I felt that she had about email. Because I think she might be misinformed about email. So I'm going to have to just sit down and discuss this with her. But anyway, open email rate, overrated. What you want people to do is click on the link. And the mistake my wife is probably making, I'm pretty sure, is, well, two things that I see wrong in this situation. Now, what do you think is wrong? You tell me before I chime in. Say them out loud, write them down. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? You said them? Great. Now, 2 things she's doing wrong. She's treating the email list like a hit and run, like a booty call. She's coming, dropping an email once every blue moon, and then leaving. That's it. Of course, we all know this is the no-no. I've talked about this before. I've gotten into that habit. That was a bad habit I started to get into. Just emailing them every blue moon. Hey, it's me, dropping by, saying what's up, trying to see if I can get a little Philly feel, and that's a mistake. Especially when you want to have an engaged email list. You want your email list to come back, keep coming back, open up the stuff, buy stuff from you. You want to hear from them. You want interaction with the email list because that builds more of a relationship. The better relationship you build with people, the better off your sales will be. The better off better off they will feel. The more money you will make, and everybody will feel like they're not being a hustle. They're not being cheated. They will feel like, hey, I trust this guy. I know this guy or gal. I know them. I like them. I'll buy from them. And that's what you're looking for. So that's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 she's making is she's probably using just basic headlines. Sometimes you want to come out of the box and you want to use different headlines. You want to use, you can use, like I said before, you can use movie references, sports references. You can use life lessons that you learned. Anything that you can think about, you can use it for a headline, and you can tie it into a sale. You can tie it into a email campaign. It will work out for you. One thing I did once that it got me 30% email rate early on. I remember I was writing every day, and then it was one day I said, man, what? I said, they're opening the stuff, they're not clicking on the link. And then I wrote, I put blank, I used their name, and then I put how many emails will it take? And then I used the laughing emoji. It's a little off, a little different. And it worked because 30% people opened they opened the email. And then more people clicked on the link than they ever have before. And then another email I did one time was I put, hey, I said, here's a plan to rob a bank. And people, it was like 25% email open rate. And for me at that time I was like, hey, that's great. I'll take that. You know what I mean? So you want to think different. You want to write ideas. If you have an idea for headlines, of course you want to use different headlines, go to there's different websites. You can always look at like, National Enquirer, things like that, just to study it. You want to study headlines when you're doing emails and all that kind of stuff. You want to just study headlines in general, just in case you ever want to be like a copywriter or anything like that, or just for email marketing purposes. Because sometimes you don't want to get stuck using the same old headlines. Of course, you don't want to use the most zaniest headlines all the time, but You know, you want to do, it's a mix and match. You know, you want to weave the normal in with the kind of wacky. You want to know, you know, the funny. You know, not. I mean, you don't have to be Kevin Hart, but you know, we all have a sense of humor. You know, you have a sense of humor. I have a sense of humor. You know, sometimes yours might be, you know, you might be witty, you might be dry. I mean, who knows? You know, just you go for what you know. You know, and of course, people think they gotta. You don't have to be everything to everybody. Of course, we all know this. That's the one mistake you'll make. If you try to be everything to everybody, try to be everybody's pal, everybody's friend, everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna like you. So, you know, just remember that. And that's, yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely talk to my wife. First, I'll say, where you get these 10,000 people from? I need 10,000 people. I got a few, but I definitely don't have 10,000. Not yet. I'll be having 10,000 soon, but you know, for now, it is what it is. But I'm definitely going to have to talk to her. But anyway, that's it for that. Of course, now we're going to discuss the next segment. We're going to discuss Steve Martin and the power of persistence. I'm sure we talked about persistence before, but sometimes I need to hear that. Sometimes you need to hear that, because one thing about us as human beings, you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a motivator, I'm not a guru. But one thing I do know, sometimes we all come up with damn excuses to not do what we need to do to get ourselves going. All right, so listen to this beautiful commercial about Anchor from yours truly, and we'll talk about Steve Martin and the power of persistence. All right.